Hey guys, Corrie here with a new scrapbook process video for you. Today is Friday and this is HipKit's sketch challenge day. So there's a copy of this sketch for you, but also make sure you head over to our Facebook page, the member forum for HipKit, and you can download a copy and play along with us. So I am just going to get my page ready. So I was looking through all the pattern papers and one of them I felt was just like really beautiful and I wanted to use it. But then at the same time, the idea that I had for this page, I was like, no, I don't need this big piece of pattern paper. So I decided that I was just going to try and recreate it using different elements in the kits. So these are all the July 2019 hip kits that I'm using. I just got them and I did go ahead and buy the color kit this month. And so what I did is I'm just trying to kind of recreate the cool watery backgroundy part from this pattern paper that I really liked, that's already in the main kit. So this is kind of how I'm starting. So the color kit comes with all of these mist things, but they're not mixed yet. So before I even started this video, it comes with just powder in the little squirt bottles. So you have to add the water and do all that kind of stuff. So I did that all prior to starting the page. And I didn't know what colors these really were going to turn out. Cause like sometimes when you see them and they're wet, they look, or in the bottles, they look completely different than once you put them on the page. So I did go and test them all out so I could make sure that I was, getting the color scheme and stuff that I wanted. So anyhow, I got the background done. And now I'm just going to go through all the different embellishments and start pulling stuff out that I want to have on this page. So I'm just cutting out the word stickers that I want to use, the little phrase stickers. I find that to be a lot easier than trying to always go back to the larger sheets and pull out the ones that I'm like, oh yeah, that one looks great. And then I forget what it is. So I'm just doing this and getting everything while my background dries. I'm trying to get prepped on everything else so that the page can come together pretty quickly once that's all a go. Now, I guess I could take my heat gun to it, but I don't have a heat gun. So I have used a hairdryer and it works just fine. But I figure you might as well work wisely and pull out the things for this page that I'm going to use. So the embellishments in this month's kits are fantastic. What I really love about them is how small most of them are. I have a lot of trouble using like the big die cuts and stuff because I'm like, well, who is going to use this? It's as big as the photo. So, I'm not going to pull that out quite as often. So I really like having these little small embellishments. So it's fun. So I was going through all the papers and I decided to cut very thin little strips that I'm going to use on my page. Now that's the page right there. That was kind of my inspiration for my background. So just keep that in mind when you're looking through your kits. But yeah, I'm going through and just cutting strips of paper off. Now, I don't have a problem with doing this because I can use every single paper and cut little strips off and it's not going to ever bug me because I never need a 12 by 12 sheet of pattern paper. It is so rare that I need 12 by 12 that I don't even worry about it. So, don't worry about cutting little pieces off your paper. You don't need the whole thing. It's okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So like this dog is new in my house. Her name is Georgie Lou. Her actual name is George Louise Harrison Jones. And she's my daughter's new little puppy, which of course, being the mom, I take care of the most. But she's doing a really great job being a good dog mom. She's only 12, so, she really is being awesome helping out with this dog. But the dog, it's so funny how they get like little nicknames just based on their personality. She will go into what we call a shark frenzy. I don't know if you guys ever saw that movie of Shark Boy and Lava Girl, but it's like that shark frenzy. And that's what we always think of when we see her starting to like go all totally nutsos with tons of energy running around in circles and being crazy. And then she's got these like terribly sharp teeth, like all puppies, that could draw blood accidentally. So we call her Sharky all the time, or Baby Shark. And then my daughter, even my 15-year-old, she like actually did a video on this app where they like dance to different songs and stuff like that and have the dog, and it's the Baby Shark song. So now seriously, like she loves that song too, the puppy. You start singing the Baby Shark song and she's like getting all excited and everything. So anyhow, she's called Sharky or Baby Shark quite often. And so I just felt like that was like a great little memory to kind of keep. And this picture is like probably the only picture we've gotten of her where she doesn't have her mouth open and she's not biting something. So there you go. I get to be on the page even though she's not my dog. So I'm just going to embellish with all the different little stuff here. These rub-ons are really, really good. They come off perfectly. And, you know, I think rub-ons are probably my favorite embellishment ever because they're just so great. They like nice and flat, but they definitely add some cool stuff to the page. Okay, so these paper strips, I'm just layering them kind of down like this, and I'm going to use them for basically, some journaling strips. I'm going to put the journaling in between the strips, and it's really just the immediate details about getting this new little dog, things that I wanted to remember. So I'm just putting those on here like that. I did spread them out. Now you'll see at the end of this, I don't put anything above the photo, but after I stopped videoing, I decided that I needed to put some strips up there. So I did go back and add those off camera, and they are in the final picture. So just keep that in mind when you're like, I didn't see or put those up there. I did put them up later on. So I'm just going to add my journaling in right here, just in between some of the different little strips, little details that we want to make sure that we remember about her. Now I add one right there, and I kind of messed up my handwriting and stuff, and it was really bad. So I was like, oh, that's a perfect spot for me to put one of those strips. So I rewrote it. So it worked out really well. I was going to just let it go and say whatever, but you know, I'm really like misspelling a word because you're just not thinking. I feel like in black ink, I just feel like it looks terrible on a page. So sometimes I leave it, but this time I was like, nah, that needs to get covered. So the only reason I had trouble putting down this little die cut there was because I really liked the yellow that was on behind the photo, and that precious thing covered it up, and I was kind of sad about that because I just really wanted it to be shown, but whatever, the precious works. I love how I'm calling the dog not only Precious but Baby Shark all at the same time. So I'm just going to keep embellishing. Oh yeah, okay, so in the kits there's brads. Do you know how stoked I am that there are brads in a kit? I remember brads from years ago, and I loved them, but I feel like they've kind of fallen out for a while. I don't know what y'all think, but I was really excited to see them in this kit because I don't know. I think they're really cool. A nice little dimensional type of thing, and a fastener at that. And then I don't have to worry about them falling off my page without glue and everything else. So I was really excited to see these brads in this kit. And then I added, of course, enamel dots. Enamel dots are the bomb no matter what. And added those. But like once those are on there, y'all, my page is done. And here it is, completely finished. And a few little details for you guys to check out. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you play along with our sketch challenge. Remember, head over to the Facebook page and download a copy for yourself and play along and hopefully you'll be the winner and be able to get a little gift card to the shop. But otherwise, until next time, I'll see you guys around. Have a great one. Bye.